Brew. Man, you know, Brew with the stew, man. He be doing streams and shit. NWB Gate, man. Make sure y'all tune in with my boy. Make sure y'all tune in. But yeah, man. Let's get right into it. We got stock homework going on today, man. Stock homework, man. You stay in the market, the market don't fuck you, man. Simply put, you stay out of the market fuck you, man. Alright? So let's pay attention. Pay attention. Now, I do stock homework the Gerald Peters way. Okay? If y'all don't know who that is, it's a very important person to follow. He gonna cuss you out for being dumb as fuck, and then he gonna show you what to do. Okay? And to keep it a buck, that's what you need when it comes to the stock trading shit. You don't need that little, oh, it's gonna be alright. Let me jiggle your ball. No, nigga. Listen, let's keep it a buck, bruh. These niggas are not finna cater to you, bitch. The market not finna cater to you, bitch. At the end of the day, these niggas are like the market, like Wall Street, my nigga. Let me go let my dog out, man. Let me go let my dog out. Alright, man. I do stock homework the Gerald Peters way. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all better start learning. I gotta sit down slow so my camera can follow me and shit, though. But yeah. Um Shoo! Might sneeze again. I might sneeze again. I don't know. Where my pen go? Oh, it's in my pocket. Alright, man. So I do stock homework the Gerald Peters way. Somebody you should definitely check out. As you can see, I'm here to give knowledge. I ain't really here to keep you all here and shit, dude. But at the end of the day, I want y'all to follow me because I'm finna be the best stock option trader of the century, bitch. Keep it a buck. Niggas just don't know that shit yet. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta tell y'all something though, bruh. Yesterday, bruh, I was trying to be young and shit, bro. I rode my scooter to the gym, bro. And the motherfucker, man, there was a kid in front of me, bro. So I was just trying to slow down so I ain't hit the kid, bro. But I ain't seen this mean like dip in the concrete, bro. And I had fell like a bitch. Like my arm all scraped up and shit. I got road burn on the side of me and shit. Man, that shit hurt. But what's gonna hurt more is anybody seeing that shit. I got up in at least 10 fucking seconds, bro. Like 10 seconds I was on my scooter bit, back to moving bit. I will never ever be a motherfucking meme talking about, ah, look at that guy, he motherfucking fell on the floor. That's not me, bro. I will not be that guy. I will never try to be a meme, bro. That's not what I want to be known for, is falling on my scooter, bro. I'll be damned if somebody recorded me, bro, on the ground on the aftermath of falling off the scooter, bitch. The only person who saw that was Jit in front of me, bro. To keep it a buck, he kept it real, man. He didn't even say nothing, bro. He seen it was really his fault for real, probably. That's what he seen. He was like, damn, bro, it was really on me that this nigga fell. Let me not say nothing. See, he ain't say nothing. He ain't laugh, bitch. He probably laughed and told his friends afterwards, bitch, but he ain't do it in the moment, bro. And I appreciated that. I appreciate it. Shout out to Jit, bro, if you ever see me. Shout out to Jit. Now, yeah, that's my stream shit. So look, this is Trade Desk, okay? This company's only been around for about I think like 5 years. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than 5 years, but less than 10. It's been on a steady increase for quite a while. Now, It is on one of them bottom of the trough kind of movements, but it did go down pretty dramatically. Like, and I believe it was from their earnings. Yeah, they went down from earnings. See, their last earnings was August 8th or August 7th. I mean, right here. This is where the yeah, right there. All right, and they had earnings. Yeah, on that day they fell off a cliff and they touched the 200-day moving average and they sunk. All right, now we got the TSI curl and everything like that, but we might have some more room to fall because when I go over here to look at it in here, all right, we got a weak high, so we're gonna eventually break through, but that's on the 15-minute, right? And we got a strong low, all right. But on the 30-minute, we got a strong high in that 56 zone and a weak low at the 50 zone. But we done came down there, and these are buy zones, so you know what I mean. So a buy zone plus a weak low can make it a little bit stronger. Okay. Now on our hourly, all right, we got just a sell zone right above where we need to go up to, and we got little thin buy zones and shit and a weak low. So like, to be honest, I can't get into the play quite yet. Like on Monday, I'm not just gonna jump in that bit. I needed to fall into one of these zones and I need to see how it reacts. Okay. Now, if it goes up into this zone and then it sells off, okay, cool. I'll probably watch it go up into the zone. I'll see a red candlestick form. I'll see a red candlestick form or a doji form, and then I could play puts on that if I really wanted to. A 55 put, and it could go back down to 53 where it's at right now, or it could go back down to this zone 52. You could play a put like that. But this stock mainly, I want to play a long play bid for a call. Okay, what I want out of this play is I really don't like playing puts when we're already pretty close to the bottom, to be 100% honest. But puts you play in a nice zone. You scout puts. This is a scout play. It's like you're only taking percentageal gains. You're not going for 100. You're not doing all of that. You're going for like 25, 30% on your money if you get two contracts. Let's say 30% of $100 is $30. You get two contracts for $200. You make $60. And it's nice, simple, and smooth. It's a lot less stress, okay? When you're playing off of the moves in the market. And since we have a weak low and another buy zone below the weak low over here, we could just go down to this 44 level. All right? And if we do that, you know, like pretty much when we break below this weak low right here at 49, if we break below that, I can take a put for 49, like actual just put, and let it go all the way down to 44 because there's free room for it to go down there. Now that's a clean put. Like I can feel good about that. I got a couple dollars to drop down, and it's on the hourly, right? That we're in the 52 RSI, so we have room to go down need be. Okay. Now on the daily though, all right, the daily sums up everything for real. We're in an extreme, but the extreme definitely can get worse. As you can see over here, it got worse before it got better. All right. So this is TTD, okay? So we're going to go ahead over here, right? TTD is technically not in the stage 1 yet because the price didn't close above the 5-day EMA yet, okay? And how you know that is you're looking at price, right? It's at 53.20, all right? And over here, the 5-day EMA is at 53.26. So we're still technically not in a stage 1. We're damn near there, but we're not. So technically it's in a stage 4 still. Like one of these days I think price jumped above. Nah, it just keeps tagging the 5-day and going down. It's technically not above it. When it goes above it, that's a confirmed stage 1. Okay? So technically you're gonna put that bit in the stage 4 category. But we're gonna watch this stage 4 because we're gonna play potential puts to that 42 level. That's the next zone. A buy zone, okay? So we're just gonna pay attention, see how the market moves, and then we're gonna make our play. We start that on Monday. We're just gonna observe and see what's going on Monday. All right. So the money flow homework goes a little something like this. You write up money flow at the top, man. All right. After you write up money flow at the top, you do In the top left corner, stage 3 distribution. Really, I'm not even gonna put y'all through this. I'm gonna do this on my own time because y'all not gonna watch me do this shit. Keep it a buck. I know how to do my homework, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do the homework on the actual like Word document. But right now, I'm just gonna give y'all a couple overviews of the stocks that we're gonna watch for the next couple of days. I think we're playing Hasbro puts again next week. We made some money off of it. You can keep making money off of the same play. All right, we had a crazy surge today. Even though we had a crazy surge, the stock really only went up like $1.50, buck some change. You know what I mean? So, and usually when we hit an extreme in the RSI on this stock specifically, it trickles down just a smidget, and we just hit a double extreme again. So, like, and it was from a market surge, so I expect us to come back down a little bit, just a little bit. See, we almost have a completed move up here. You're not gonna get rich off of this shit. You're not gonna get rich. What you're gonna get rich off of is catching plays like this going up. Okay, that's what you're gonna get rich off of. Excuse me. That's what you're gonna get rich off of. I'm trying to find some other stocks. If y'all can tell me some stocks that y'all like, I'll put them in the Twitch list, the Twitch chart list. Okay. Let me check y'all out, see if I got anybody in chat, man. I ain't been paying attention to chat, so my bad. It's all good, all good. All good in the hood. It's all good, all good. All good in the hood. Yeah. Good. That means I can trade what the fuck I want to trade. Bandwidth had a breakout, but they're too far gone. When the play is above, where's my arrow at, man? When the play is above 50 RSI, it's too far in. You don't know when it's gonna turn around, so you're just gonna have to let that play go. Okay, but I was looking at this shit, as you can see. I was prepared for it. I just wasn't in it. Right there, like when it jumped above right there, that 3 at like 3, it looks like 385. That was gonna be my entry point if I was gonna play, but I wasn't paying attention, y'all. So that's what happens when you don't be paying attention. Now PayPal looks good. I feel like I was talking about playing a PayPal put though. And I think my reasoning behind that was we got a strong low here. We had a sell off right here. And this is a buy zone. So I think we're going back to our buy zone. And I'm pretty sure that's why I broke that play down like that. See, it has a weak low, sell zone right here. And then a couple buy zones. Yeah, it has a buy zone at 65. So yeah, I could definitely take a 69 put. And I wrote that shit down yesterday. 69, yep, I sure did. 69 put. And there's a strong high up here. And I gotta see what kind of high this is. It's not really telling me. I can't see because the ghost is in the way. But I'm pretty sure that's a strong high as well. I like how we have a sell zone right here. As soon as we open, they're probably going to sell off because we had a huge market surge. Now, people said, look, there was good news last week from Powell's, meeting and shit and everything like that. Long story short, he said he's cutting interest rates and yada, 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 coming in September, as early as September. So, long story short is, that's great and all, but it hasn't actually happened yet. So, all right. What are y'all reacting for? Like, it's news, but it's news that hasn't been activated yet. So when you think about it like that, it was an empty surge to me, not to everybody else. An empty surge. If you cop the surge on the surge day, you're feeling great. You know what I mean? But if you try to hop in on Monday thinking it's gonna continue, you might be in for a rude awakening. There's a lot of sell alerts been right where all these stocks hit like crazy peaks at. Like, let me go look. Does Hasbro in here? Yeah. So it has a weak high established here, all right? And we got some buy zones at 78. We got another weak high. We hit this point again. They ended on a nice little green candlestick. Did it form with a little doji? Nah, it says weak high, weak high. They got a buy zone at 76. So on the weak highs, this is our second time retouching it pretty fast. So we might fly through it on Monday. But our RSI is so extreme that even though it's a weak high, I feel like we're going to have some resistance. A little bit of a shakedown. You know what I mean? And on that shakedown, that's where we're going to make a little bit of money back, man. Because you know who fucked me last week? UPS, man. I played puts on that shit, and that shit flew. That shit flew. It flew because it was in this buy zone that I didn't notice. Because I was looking at shit on this, right, instead of this. So I got to be kind of confluent with my system. I got to look at both things, bro. Because this is for y'all young bucks, bro. I ain't even finna lie. I don't like trading view, bro. But at the end of the day, it's pretty lucrative. You know what I mean? It's pretty lucrative. It's pretty lucrative. But you see, like, now that UPS has did what it's done, bit, like, it's probably gonna keep on chugging up, man. You know, all the way up into that 100 level over time. It's probably first gonna have a little bit of resistance around 91, and then it's gonna go up to 98. Riley Auto Parts. Ow! Alright, so they had a sell alert. This is what the little ghost means, alright? So on Monday, I might take a little bit of profits as soon as market opens. Let it dip down back into the buy zone down here. So back into 196, because that's another buy zone. It's gonna dip. Like, as unfortunate as it may be, we got some empty market news. But when it goes back, I'm gonna take my money. You take 150, take that profit, lock it in. Alright? And then we're gonna ride it down to 196. We're gonna buy right back in. And be like, woo, we back in and win it, bitch. You feel me? And then after we buy back in at 196, we're gonna keep on chugging upwards, bruh. Alright. Now let's go look at our daily. The daily looks so beautiful. It say weak low, but that's a reversal signal down there. We got strong high at 236, okay, or a sell zone, and this is on our daily. This is why we was targeting this area. The top of this area is 250, right? That's my call contract, and it expires on September 15th. Their earnings are in 12 days. Their earnings are gonna jump their stock. Just trust. When I have my 1,000%er contract bid or my 800% contract, just trust. It's because of fucking Lululemon. It's because of Lululemon. And you know what they say, man? You got that Lululemon. Hey, chill out. Okay. I just had to let y'all know, man. Lululemon is gonna make some generational wealth for your boy, man. I'm gonna really level in when it takes that dip into the buy zone again, because I think that's the last dip we taking. If we dip down into this buy zone right here, you feel me? That's the last dip we taking. We done dipped into the buy zone here. If we do it one more time, we're gonna, it's the third time's a charm, my boy. And every time we kind of inch up a little higher. Last time we went to 206. This time we went to 208 peak, and then we came back down to 207. What's up, chat? I got 2 viewers. Who's in here right now? Let me know. And if y'all got any stocks y'all want to look at, let me know. I'm trying to make a list for y'all. I trade my mama portfolio, bruh. So get in with me, bruh. I'm trying to make a Twitch list for y'all. So if y'all got any stocks y'all want me to put in here, let me know. Okay. We gonna put Walmart in here. Walmart is another play that's gonna be like that. Okay. Just trust. Walmart will be paying me some good money, some good funds. All right. It can go down into this 94 level, and then it's gonna be a Lulu level play again, bro. Because let's go over here. You need confluence. Now I need confluence on both of my charts because I don't be liking that shit. We have a strong low at 94. We got a sell zone right above it at 98. We hit 98 again, we're gonna sell off again. So if not, we're just gonna open into a sell-off, which is cool. They had bad earnings, but Walmart is gonna be Walmart forever. You know, I go to Walmart. I went to Walmart yesterday, but at the end of the day, like Walmart's never going anywhere. They're always innovating new ideas, new things. When they take a dip, this is like a blue chip stock taking a dip, and it's touched the 50-day movement average over here. So this is our 50-day, the blue line right here. And it's also a good point of reversal for Walmart sometimes. The 200-day is even stronger, but the 50-day, as you can see, it can come near the 50-day and bounce off it, come around the 50-day and bounce off it. We can come around the 50-day and bounce off, come around the 50-day and bounce off. So 50-day is a good little structure thing, you know. One day we might have a major dip down to 94, and that's the day I'm going to buy in because I like the 200-day support. And I'm only going to buy one contract to start off with since I'm taking a risk. Okay, let's be clear. That's not confluent with my system. It's confluent with it's speculation. Okay, because of the historical pattern that I'm seeing. So the first contract that I buy, if I buy it on a major dip like this one right here, okay, that just means I'm taking a risk. Okay, but what I'll be seeing is a break of structure. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I'll be seeing my moving averages disperse apart. That's called a broken family. And when that happens, 9 times out of 10, the stock's gonna bounce back up. You know what I mean? Like, see how the moving averages were spread apart on the way up, and like eventually they sideways out and tried to come closer to each other, and then they broke apart again. Eventually, that 5-day is going to come back and meet that 10-day moving average when they break apart like that. See, like, look, they went up, they met each other again, and then they went down, right? They went up, they met each other again, then they went down, okay? That's a good rule of thumb. When the 5-day and the 10-day meet each other, it's kind of going to be the end of your move because that's going to signal before the 20-day movement crossing downwards that your play is over. Okay, so as you see them lines get closer, you can assume you're in a solid stage 3, and you can hop out, wait for a dip, and get back in and ride up again if you wanted to. I like catching dips on our moving averages because those are support areas as well. They're extra support areas, so it makes me a little more comfortable with the play. All right, man, but I'm not gonna lie, I got some community service to go do. And you know, I gave y'all 3 plays for next week that we're gonna be paying attention to. It's gonna be Walmart. It's gonna be Hasbro. Oh, make that 4. We're gonna put Lulu in this list too. I'm gonna put Lulu in this list as well. You see, if you were to try to get on this play on the upside, you might be in for a rude awakening because, again, it's already up 50. So if I were to hop in my trade again right now and just try to keep going up, I'd be looking a little crazy. You know what I mean? A little sick. Now, I think we have one more dip this week. Next week, or at the end of the week, we have a rally. And then from that rally, we rally into our earnings. And then after our earnings, we surge up to our level that we want to sell at. And that's going to print us. Look. When I show y'all the money I make off my contracts, bro, I'm going to get 3 when it goes back into that buy zone. Maybe 4. I'm loading up in my Lulu. When it touches 195, 196 again, I'm loading up into my Lulu contracts. I'm loading up. If you ain't loading up, nigga, get from around. Get from around if you ain't loading up, man. And actually, I'm not saying that for real, you know. But paper trade my shit or something, bro. You know, see if I'm telling the truth. You know, September 19th is going to be the contract for my... When it goes back down to 196, do not buy it now. When it goes back down to this level. Here, let me annotate it for you. When it goes back down to around here. Let me put the horizontal line. When it goes down to around here, again, around this level, that 195, 196 area is when you can buy back in again. Right now, the play is too far gone. Over 50 RSI, you can't buy it. If you buy it over 50 RSI, you're going to be looking sick. I don't care. I don't care. You cannot buy it over the 50 RSI. Now, what I might do to make some money on the dip, because over here it's going to tell me that it's going to fall. You feel me? We got a strong high. Or not, we got a weak high. So we could break through. But usually we have resistance. We have resistance, and this is what you call it? A sell alert. And on our hourly, we hit an extreme. So I don't like us to stay here. We're going back down. We're going to take a dip. So when we take our dip on Monday, I'll play a 207 put. So y'all can trust in me for real. All right? Let me go ahead and write that down. Because if you're watching the stocks so illicitly, so like you're paying attention, like you're going to see the ups and the downs, and when you're in a position that you want to go up in a longer time frame, you need to play that downside, so you're not just looking at red. You can still print green even though there's red in the market. So don't act like because the market's turning down or going against the one play that you have to cut it, because you can't. Don't get it wrong, you cut your losses when you need to. Like at the end of the day, everybody has a percent that they're willing to lose. Okay, you create that percent. My percent is going to be different from your percent because I trust in my charts more than anything. Okay, so but price kills all indicators. If price is surging, then fuck the indicators. If price is showing you that the indicators are wrong, you listen to price, because price is king. Price is first. Okay, indicators are second. Hey man, the Rocky man, drop a follow and I might get some viewers from you, bro. Drop a follow. How about that? You drop a follow, I'll know that you serious about your cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Okay, all right. If you drop me a follow right now, I'll provide you a service of going to your website. Okay. See, look, he bucking, bruh. Y'all see that? He bucking. He bucking because it's a fucking bot. Okay? It's a bot. You can get from around. See, look at that. Look at that. Fucking bot, man. Yeah, so 207 put, man. 207 put. Lulu. 207 put. Puts are usually more expensive, so I might have to take a 205 put. But we'll see. I don't really want to take the 205 because there's some support there, but we'll fall through that shit too, because we really only closed a smidget above there, so that's showing us that there's a little bit of resistance. So our goal is on Monday, we're gonna sell our one contract plus 150. Okay. You're just going to pocket that, all right? And then afterwards, we're going to play put after sell on Lulu, okay? So we got Lululemon, we got Walmart, and we got a PayPal, okay? We're not playing puts on Walmart. It's too low. PayPal, we're playing puts on. Lulu, we're playing puts on. We're only playing puts on the stocks that we're eventually going to play calls on, okay? Because I don't like playing puts. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm in positions in relations to these stocks, all right? But just because I don't like something doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. You understand? Like, at the end of the day, you're going to have to do shit you don't like. And playing puts, eventually you're going to start to like that shit when you see the money. When you see the money come out the puts, you're going to like it. So everybody likes the money that comes with the trade, whether it's a put or a call. So, yeah, I got an extra viewer in. Any stocks y'all want to look at too, man, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat if y'all need a stock that y'all want to look at, man. Right now we got Lululemon, we got Walmart, we got a couple different stocks, okay? Let me know. Let me know. For Lululemon, though, like I said, we waiting for that bit of dip. We do not buy call. Do not buy call. Do not buy call. Do not buy shares right this second. Do not buy shares right this second. Do not buy shares right this second. Don't make me say it again, okay? Do not buy shares. We're gonna dip a little bit before we go up again. All right, trust. All right, this is TTD. They have bad earnings on August 7th. They've been moving pretty sideways for the past 2 weeks. I think they're gonna fall down to this 42 level. I would see me personally. I could play puts on this because on the hourly, it's higher up. Like over here, on our hourly, where's that at? Oh, I ain't even got TTD over here, man. Where's TTD on our hourly? TTD. We gonna take this one down to the hourly. The other chart was a daily chart, okay? So on our hourly, see how we have a weak low? We've been moving sideways. There's a strong sell zone up here. And every time we touch that zone, we go right back down, right back down. And we got a weak low right here too. So we can fall right through that bit, right into this 44 level. Okay, so I could take a 50 put. I could take a 52. But I'm gonna see how we react in these buy zones first before I start taking that. We gotta break below this weak low. So we got to break below 49 or 50, about 50.09. If we break below that, I can play my put. I can check out Rocket. Yeah, I got you. RCKT. Let's see. All right, for Rocket. All right, so it's in a confirmed stage 3, or not stage 3, stage 2. It's on a breakout. We're a little close to our RSI extreme. I wouldn't say the play's too far to be bought in right this second, to be honest. You're going to have to wait for it to go back into a confirmed stage 1. Because you see how we had this major dip right here? Let me annotate it real quick. So we had this major dip down, right? And we hit this extreme over here. So what you want is to get into play while it's under this 50. If it goes past that 50, you're kind of like, to be honest, you're kind of grits. You got to wait. Because if you get into play now, and it turns around on you, you're going to have to wait for a lot of red till you see some green. You know what I mean? But it will come down and settle in a stage 1 again eventually. You know what I mean? Like, see, as it went up, it still came back down and settled over here. Like, and when it settles, it settled a little bit for you to get back into the play. Like, even over here, it'll settle a little bit for you to get back into the play. But let's see if there's anything to play like in the current time for Rocket for you, gang. Because you'll be able to see like straight off of this, the sell zones and stuff. So yeah, we actually have a weak high right here, but we did doji off the weak high. So we're probably going to bounce back down to this strong low and bounce off of it again. So you could get back in when it hits like this $3 level. Like, this 292, these are all buy zones right here. 298, this 280, but this strong low should hold your support pretty strong, pretty well. So since you got that comfortable strong low, you can let it coast. You could actually play a put if you're in the position already. Your name's Atlin, right? Atlin the Enjoyer? Yeah, man. What can I call you for short, gang? You know, that's... I'm gonna call you Atlin, bro. Yeah, Atlin, man. So, yeah, you could play put from 3.6 all the way down to really I wouldn't even play a put. I don't know the contract values in this one. So it looks like you could just buy for ownership when it goes back into this strong low. The company itself though, what's the company do? It's a healthcare company and biotechnology company. How long it's been around? So this is the lowest it's ever been, actually. Let's see. It's getting, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boss, man. You done found a good stock, though, bro. To keep it a buck, pharmaceutical ain't doing too bad. You know what I mean? And it's at a 2017 in July low. So as long as it's a good company with good fundamentals, bro, this is a great buying point. Like, fuck what I was talking about, bitch. If you only gotta spend $3, cuz I would say get into the position lightly now. Like, if you're gonna buy shares, just buy like 5 or something, and then wait for the market to go down a little bit, and then buy the rest. In rare genetic diseases. All right, So what made you come about this stock? Who put you on? Or you was just looking through stocks and stuff and you found this? I might buy in this one with you, gang. I ain't even gonna lie. This look like a long-term investment play. So the FDA stopped them, but the hold has been lifted, so now it went up. Oh, so the FDA stopped them for a little bit because somebody died under their trials. Okay, that's cool. And you said they lifted now, so they probably going through something similar over here in the past. He said on Etero. Okay, bet. Nah, man, I'm gonna write this one down, bro. I like this play. I ain't even gonna lie. I appreciate you. I really do. Write this one down. Um, like this is one of them ones you can really build some wealth off of. It's $3 a share right now, and you could go down. The first target would be the 200-day moving average. It's 788, and then after that, you're gonna kind of coast up. Nah, this is a great company though, bro. I can't lie. I like what you just found. I like what you just presented for real. It looks like it's been on a downward slope for so long because of that bullshit that you was talking about with the FDA. And now it hit that mean stage 1 in this demand zone, and now we're up. Yeah, but trust, we're going back down a smidget, just a little bit, and then make your position play. Buy that bit. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm gonna buy a couple shares with you. Like on Monday when the market open, I'll show you on stream that I'll buy like 5 or something, okay? Because I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I'm telling you. Because I'm not gonna tell you to do something if I don't do it 9 times out of 10. All right. So I'll buy like 5 shares with you on Monday, and then I'm gonna watch it go down because I think that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna go down probably like $3. Hey man, I appreciate the follow, boss man. Straight up, man. Real deal, man. Atlan, man, I appreciate you. Yes, sir. So yeah, when you get into the play, or when I get into the play, I'm gonna post it. I'll make a clip out of it, or I'll be on stream and I'll do it live. And I'll try to add you in the chat or something so you know when I drop my money into it. Any other stocks you're interested in, boss man? Yeah, we got a weak high, so we are gonna break past that eventually. We definitely breaking past that eventually. But we did curl over below our 20-day moving average, so we are probably going to take that dip first to that 294 level. So I'll buy 5 with you, and then I'll probably level in. When it hits that 290, I'll probably buy like 30. All right? Because I'm trying to build my long-term portfolio. I invested in my long-term portfolio in M1 Finance. It's pretty much they'll let you leverage your portfolio. So if you have 2,000 in there, and they'll give you a loan for 1,000 of the portfolio, like half, 50% of what you own, pretty much. That way you don't have to sell your positions if you come into hard times or something like that. Oh yeah, my plays though, Atlan, man, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna go out of here. I got some Twitch plays. I'm trying to let me add your shit to the Twitch plays too, so I keep track of that. But we got Hasbro, we got Lululemon. Lululemon finna make your boy rich though, man. I can't lie, Atlan. They gonna make you rich. But let me go ahead and add your shit in here real quick. Rocket, RCKT. And then it's awesome because pharmaceuticals definitely was surging on Friday. I definitely was surging. Man. What else we got? Yeah, so TTD, Trade Desk. We took a major dip, okay? We've been moving sideways. We're not in a confirmed stage 1 yet. Price has to get above this orange line. Our orange line's at 53.26. Right here, we're at 53.20. We're not there yet. So I'm not buying into the play. And Atlan, I play options a lot. So what I'm gonna do on this play is I'm gonna play TTD. We got a sell zone right up here, and we got a weak low right there. So when we go out to our sell zone, I'll get into a small put, and like when we get up to like right here, I'll probably get into like a 55 put. All right, and then let it coast down to 53, all the way down. I'll probably get 2. I'll let one coast down to like this buy zone right here, 52.50. And then if that one holds through, I let that one coast down to this weak low. And if I see we break the week low, I'm going to play puts all the way down to this 49 level. Or 45, excuse me. I'm going to put in a 49 contract put, and I'm going to play all the way down to this 44 level because there's empty fall right here. And unfortunately, like, the company's good. All the companies that I'm looking at to set them up for the future, like, because at the end of the day, this is going to be a good play when it goes back down to this level. Like, as soon as it goes down here, I can take a call for it to go back. Like, I can take a call for a long call. I can take a call for way next year and shit for it to go back up to 86. That could be our first target, our 200-day moving average. I can take a shorter one for this bottom area, because previous support always becomes resistance. So right here, you said Eturo. What is it? It was up on Eturo. Let me write that down too, because I don't know what that is. But yeah, so this will be our first line of resistance. So you can make a strike price for like $60 if you wanted to after we fall, not before. After we fall. Now, we'll get confirmation whether we fall or not, but the reason we like this play it for the future is we got our TSI curling, right? It's moving sideways. We got the MACD moving sideways and curling upwards. We're pretty close to our money flow extreme. We're definitely in an extreme in the RSI. The only reason I'm saying we're falling is because over here we have some strong indications that we're going to fall on our hourly. These indicators have been pretty solid for me. I can't lie. So I trust in them until price tells me otherwise. Hey, man. But what else? Anybody else in here who got some stocks they want to look at, man? You let me know. Type them in the chat. I'm trying to create a chat. I'm trying to create a chart list full of great stocks, great investments for y'all. What I want y'all to do is buy and hold a lot of these positions. I don't want y'all to be trading options yet. Unless you're already a trader. If you already trade, don't let me tell you what to do, man. But learn your Greeks. Learn your Greeks good, because at the end of the day, that's the most important part of the options. You got to see what's eating the value away at what time rate and shit. That's what the Greeks are for. Delta, theta, what is it? Damn, I be sneezing like a bitch. Delta, gamma, theta, vega, and rho. All right, those are the five kinds of what you call it. Damn, bruh. My allergies are fucking me up. I didn't even know I had allergies. I'm allergic to you, Oliver. I got a fluffy Pomeranian hiding back there somewhere. Oh, let's see. Let me not leave my thing. But yeah, we're playing 4 plays for next week. All right. Walmart, we love Walmart. Strong low. We want to play in this buy zone. If it hits anywhere in this buy zone, I'm going to buy my first position when it hits 95. 95, like, or pretty close to 96. When it hits around 96, I'm going to buy my first contract. Then I'll let it fall if it needs to fall some more. If I see that it's holding right there, and then my indicators start to change up, then I'm going to start loading up into my play. Okay? We are in an extreme, so we really can't fall too much farther. You know what I mean? Well, let me not say that. Things can definitely fall off a cliff whenever because of anything. He said, I'm just a noob looking to buy and hold some shit for a while. I want as little to do with taxes as possible. I completely understand that, boss man. I ain't even finna lie to you. Look, man, the buy and holds is where it's at, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. TTD would be a great buy and hold. When it dips down below this 42, you could definitely double your money when it hits the 200-day moving average. As you can see, it just took a major dip. But a lot of people in Gerald Peters, that's the person that I got my original mentorship from to a degree. So people in his chat and everything, this is a stock that they looked at. I'm just confirming the fundamentals. But it looks beautiful, you know. At the end of the day, I do think we're gonna fall a little bit more simply because of the other indicators on TradingView, but this is a good buy and hold. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I actually own though right now, right this second, boss man. I own Dow, not the what you call it. I got Dow Holdings, okay, not Dow Jones. All right, two different things. I got in right at this 22. As soon as price broke above this 5-day, well, really, I should have gotten in a little earlier, but I got in like right here. Actually, I got in around 22.15. All right. So as soon as price broke above my 5-day EMA, I was like, all right, that's my entry point. Okay. So I bought in, and now I'm up. What, I got like 10 shares. So what? I'm up. Right now, I could go look at that shit. But this is the play that I'm gonna buy and hold, and I'm leveling up on my position. Like every time I put money into my M1 Finance account, when I get enough to buy a share of Dow, I buy a share of Dow. Our first target is gonna be 30. Our next target is gonna be 37, or actually it's gonna be 33. Our 20-day movement, 200-day movement average. And then after that, we should be coasting up. This is a great company. It's been around for years and years and years on end. Let me stop capping. It's been around for 10 years. All right, less than that. But it's a holdings company, okay? And the reason I'm saying they've been around for years is because they've been around as a company, just not a publicly traded company. This is one of the lowest dips it's ever had. And to be 100% honest, it's really dipping because of Donald Trump and his little tariffs and shit. It's hard for materials and commodity chemicals to thrive while he's pushing negativity onto shit like that right now. 100%. But ain't nothing wrong, bro. I'm proud of you, Atlan. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how old you are or anything like that, boss man. But to keep it a butt, there's not a lot of investors or people who are willing just to do buy and hold. They want to get to that quick cash, you know. So I respect the fact that you're willing to just buy and hold and stuff. We also you should check out Gerald Peters, his second income stream. It's kind of like he creates income with dividends, but he buys the dividend stocks on stage ones, and then he eats on the dividends on the way up, and then he sells on his stage threes, and then he keeps rinsing and repeating. I think that's a great introductory into stocks, and it'll get you really familiar with a lot of different stocks. Just start watching GP, man. Gerald Peters, he's very insightful. He has a lot of information, a great YouTube channel. He got Substack. He gives out a trade of the week every week. You know, very, very smart guy. I ain't gonna lie. Now, over here, I'm super intelligent. I'm not no dummy. You know what I mean? But I am still learning just like everybody else. But I've been doing this shit for like 4 or 5 years now. And I'm putting my actions to work, you know, and putting it publicly now. You know, but I'm only 22. So, you know, I started when I was like 18, pretty much. Let's see. But yeah, I like Dow Holdings for our long-term portfolio. And oh yeah, boss man, I got some community service to go do, and it's gonna start coming down in rain. So Atlan, I appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you for the Paulo, boss man. Everybody else who is in here, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And man, y'all have a blessed day. Appreciate y'all, man. Swerve is out. Let me play my dog song real quick, man. We got to celebrate, man, the money that's coming in the next week. Speak it into existence, man. Speak it into existence.
Emotional damage incoming. Got a text from your wife. Emotional damage incoming.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Atlan. This my dog song, NWB. We got a big ass collective, bruh. I'm NWB Swerve, he's NWB Game, we got an NWB Juju. They do a couple different things. He does music, I do stocks, you know, Ju does like live content, all of that. So I definitely appreciate you tuning in, boss man. And this is swag shit made by Food with a 3 in that. Shout out to my dog, man, and we out this day, bruh. SwervyE is out, I appreciate y'all.